y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Let's get into our midday pop in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. Let's jump into it. Who we got in here first before we jump into the show? Let's see. I see you, Gina Jenkins. I see you, my top flight, my truth is in the building. Who else we got? Terry Copeland is here. Thanks for being here. Miss Honeybee is here. Miss Cheryl Williams is here as well. Thanks for being here, Cheryl Williams, and everyone in the building. Y'all give me 1 second, all right? Let me do one thing before we get started. All right. Hope y'all having a good day. It's cold as hell outside here. I hope you guys are bundling up before y'all go outside, honey, so you don't catch that cold that I caught. Being outdoors. All right, let's get into the show. I see you guys all here. Southern Girl Lee, thanks for being here. Dolores Campbell. I'm sorry, I'm about to rename you, child. Hey, Mickey Finky. Hi, Trina Dean is here. Vera Dockery is here. I see you all coming in. Thanks for joining. Y'all, please don't forget to tap on that like for me if you can. Let's jump into the first topic. All right. Everyone knows who this person is. If you've seen the movie Home Alone, she has passed away today. I am so sad. I can't tell you how many times I've seen the movie Home Alone. All right. Miss Catherine O'Hara has passed away at 71 years old. All right. The Home Alone star. Y'all know, y'all remember her, Kevin, when she's hollering Kevin, child. Let's get into it. Kevin! Yeah, so y'all remember her? She has passed away today, you guys. This is so sad. Legendary actress Catherine O'Hara, best known for her role as Kevin McAllister's mom in Home Alone, has died. According to reports shared today, the news spread quickly online, leaving fans shocked and heartbroken. Said the details surrounding her passing have not yet been made public. O'Hara became a household name through her unforgettable performances in Home Alone. Schitt's Creek, Best in Show, and Beetlejuice. I remember her from Beetlejuice as well. That was another one of my favorite movies. Wow. So her ability to blend chaos, comedy, and heart made her her ability to blend chaos, comedy, and heart made her one of the most beloved actresses of her generation. As tributes continue to pour in, fans are remembering Catherine O'Hara for the laughter, iconic characters, and timeless moments that she gave the world. Shout out to her. She will be missed because she's made a lot of great movies, but she is most remembered by her role as Kevin McAllister's mom on Home Alone. All right. Wow. So rest in peace to Catherine O'Hara. She was 71 years old. All right. Let's move along. Now, I told you guys in Car Chronicles this morning that Don Lemon was arrested. Someone else was arrested in connection to Don Lemon being arrested as well. Let's get into it. Independent journalist Georgia Ford was also taken into custody by federal officers on Friday morning, which is today, along with Don Lemon. She posted a Facebook Live video detailing the arrest. She says actually the feds were at her door coming to arrest her. She spoke to her attorney and they told her to go ahead and turn herself in with them and they'll work it out on the back end. But let's get into it. Shout out to Black Millionaires. Let's go.
Guys, I wanted to alert the public that agents are at my door right now. They're saying that they were able to go before a grand jury sometime, I guess, in the last 24 hours, and that they have a warrant for my arrest. I've talked to my attorney, and I'm being advised to go with them, I guess, down to Whipple. And my children are here. They're impacted by this. This is all stemming from the fact that I filmed a protest as a member of the media. We are supposed to have our constitutional right of the freedom to film, to be a member of the press. I don't feel like I have my First Amendment right as a member of the press. Because now federal agent, you guys, I wanted to.
All right, so you guys can see here. I started reading you guys the statement from Don Lemon's attorney. I'll go ahead and read it again for you guys. Don Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents last night in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. Said that Don has been a journalist for 30 years, and his his constitutionally protected work in Minneapolis, was no different than what he has also done or always done. The First Amendment exists to protect journalists whose role is to shine light on the truth and hold those in power accountable. Said that there is no more important time for people like Don to be doing this work. It says instead of investigating the federal agents who unalived 2 peaceful Minnesota protesters, the Trump Justice Department is devoting its time, attention, and resources to this arrest. And that is the real indictment of wrongdoing in this case. Now, this unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and transparent attempt to distract attention from the many crises facing this administration will not stand. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. So they are not preparing to sit down on this. It sounds like a lawsuit will be filed against those who were involved in having him arrested for violating his constitutional rights. So we're going to see what happens with that. There's this young woman here who also was doing the good work with Don Lemon during the time of the protest. All right. So as we get more updates, I will update you guys as well. Let's get into this Sha'Carri Richardson news because we do have the police cam from her arrest. So let's go ahead and look at it. That was just dropped. That's just how on it I am. 1 hour ago it was dropped. Let's get into it. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk and let's go. It says the body cam shows Sha'Carri Richardson begging police officer not to arrest her after allegedly driving over 100 miles per hour. She says, I am a law-abiding citizen. Not out here driving 100 miles per hour, girl.
I would wipe that smile off your face. I'm Sergeant McDaniels with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. You're being stopped for dangerous, excessive speeding.
I understand my tire at the back is like literally on 29.
So you're driving at 100. Hold on. You're driving at 104 miles an hour in a 65-mile-an-hour zone with subpar equipment, flashing people to get out of your lights, out of your lane, following too close, using every lane to pass everybody, cutting me off, passing a car on the inside shoulder with their hazard lights on. You're going to jail for dangerous, excessive speeding.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. My phone, I didn't even know my car was speeding.
That's why they give you a speedometer.
I totally understand. I communicate with you, sir. I really do not want to go to jail.
No, most people don't, but you got to think about that before you do the speed. I need your license, your registration, and your insurance. You were speeding.
Wow. I totally didn't know. If you look at my phone, my buttons right here, they jump around. My phone is sitting here and it's sitting on here. I literally see it's not even in normal mode. And I see that. My apologies. Please,
the mode has nothing to do with your gas pedal. No. I need your license, your registration, and your insurance.
I really want to work for you. Really work for me, sir. I promise you, I am a law-abiding citizen. I have my ID, my insurance on my phone. There was no intention of speeding today. I promise you, sir.
Is this a good address for you, Lake Valley Drive?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I love this, sir. Please work with me. I promise you.
I don't know what work with you means.
Not work with me. I understand that. I will take the ticket. I will show you.
No, like I told you, you're going to jail.
Please don't allow me to go in. Please, sir. Please.
Listen to me.
Please, sir. I really.
It's nothing you say is going to change that. You are going to jail.
Sir, am I going to jail?
Yes.
Sir, I really was not intentionally speeding.
That's even more scary. That means that you're doing things unintentionally on a task that requires all your attention.
Sir, please.
Wow.
Please, I'm begging you.
You are going to have a little bit of time to make some phone calls. You are going to jail. I am towing your car.
Please, sir, don't take me to jail. I will do everything.
No.
I will do everything.
You have two options.
Listen, sir, please.
Listen, you have two options.
Please, sir.
The first option is you can either ride with me in my car.
Damn, that's loud.
The second option is you are going to go to jail in a cage car. Which do you prefer?
I promise you, I don't want to go to jail. I'm right here. I have a team here. I have a coach, everything, sir. I was not intentionally doing anything. And I am.
You're not listening. You're repeating yourself and not listening. Nothing you say is going to change.
So I want to.
All right, so make some phone calls. Let people know that you're going to have a $500 bond.
Wow, sorry. That's a nice car, girl. Sha'Carri. Do y'all see this? How you going 104 miles per hour? Now, from what the officer explained is that she was going from lane to lane, cutting people off, also cut the police officer off. I don't know what she was in a hurry for. I don't know if she was late going somewhere. I don't know what the hell, but 104 and a 65 is excessive speed. And they have the right to take your license on the spot and arrest you. So that's exactly what happened to her, because she was driving dangerously and reckless on the highway. So he definitely had to do his job. He was very respectful towards her, and he did let her know, no matter what you say in this moment, we have to take you in, because that's crazy. Suppose you would have clipped somebody's car, changing lanes so close. He said she was changing lanes so close. You could have clipped somebody's car and caused a reaction on the highway where it could have been a pileup, and a lot of people could have been killed. Like, girl, does she not understand that? But don't feel like because you're Sha'Carri Richardson, honey, that you get special privileges. No, ma'am, you could have unalived yourself and someone else driving crazy like that. Didn't it say you didn't realize you were going that fast? What the hell were you doing? Were you high? Oh my God, right? That was very reckless. So let's continue, because she wasn't the only one that got arrested, y'all. Because y'all know Caramel Rail Child, Inspector Gadget over here is on the damn scene, right? Y'all ready for this? OMG. Now, not only was Sha'Carri arrested, her boyfriend was arrested as well. Let's get into that. Child, what are they doing? I feel like she is bringing him down. Okay. Now, exclusive news. Shout out to TMZ. This was as of 2 hours ago. Sha'Carri Richardson wasn't the only track star arrested on Thursday. Her boyfriend, sprinter Christian Coleman, was arrested for drug paraphernalia and resisting during Richardson's stop. Did y'all see that? So he was also arrested. Now, I told you guys this morning, the last time we heard about the two of them in trouble was, of course, Sha'Carri being in a domestic dispute with her boyfriend here in the airport. This is the same guy where she was arrested for that. And then prior to, she was arrested for having drug paraphernalia on her person, on herself. So now he came there trying to buck up on the damn police, and then he realized he had drug paraphernalia on him. So, and then you got an arrest, you got a resisting arrest charge as well as the paraphernalia. So both of these track stars are in jail. Of course, her bond was $500. Like I said, she's probably already out by now. But this is insane. So she's going to have to go back to court. I'm pretty sure they're going to suspend her license for some time because, yeah, right. A lot. They're doing the most. They're doing the most. The most. Y'all are track stars. Y'all are, what you're acting out here acting like ghetto niggas from the hood. Like, my God. And Sha'Carri, you in there begging like Keith Sweat that they don't take you to jail. What you thought was going to happen when he pulled you over? As soon as you saw the blue light behind you, you already knew what it was. So trying to explain your way out, baby, no ma'am. What do y'all think about that? Sound off, child. Sound off, honey. All right, let's move along. Let's get into this Real Housewives of Potomac reunion trailer because they just dropped that 1 hour ago. So let's get on that. So we can see what they're doing. Because y'all know they've been acting up against the Grand Dame. And I don't like that. Because y'all know I love me some Karen, honey. I love me some Karen. All right. Let's get into this trailer. Shout out to Bravo Shade Room.
For the last 5 years, Dr. Wendy and Eddie Osefo have lived an aspirational life. Wendy, you and your husband, Eddie, were arrested. You're facing 16 counts of alleged fraud.
I feel like I'm in a constant nightmare. I'm trying so hard. I was so scared.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. But when you're in that valley, you see a side of yourself that you've never seen before.
Next week, a jam-packed Real Housewives of Potomac reunion begins. I love this dress, Stacey.
Thank you so much. It's a Nigerian designer.
The Nigerians want the name back.
Let my people go.
There was more dip on my chip.
Learn to laugh. Ding, 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 ding.
We've never ended a season in a gas station.
Long story short.
For the last
Ooh, tomato, tomato.
it was only a kiss with Sharice's son.
Was there more?
Tia, we never see your husband.
I can't talk about this thing without crying. I'm sorry.
You stole Greg from his wife.
Oh my goodness.
You're clutching your frame.
I want to show this to you.
Wow.
Wendy, I feel like you are looking at Stacey for her to confess. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Andy. You ladies been behaving? Did you lie again this season?
Lie again.
The way Wendy's acting now, like, it's like nothing.
Coleman.
I will be here as a nun.
You're talking too much, Wendy. I went through. I know. Follow me here, Professor. Shut the up.
The Potomac Reunion starts February 15th.
Everybody, you better let the girls know. Karen said, listen, girl, follow me and shut the fuck up. I mean, you talking too much. You have an open case. I wouldn't do another damn interview. I wouldn't even talk about the shit on the show. I would tell them this is an open case, so I'm going to need to talk about something else. I am not talking about anything related to this case. So Karen is telling her right. Because, baby, you can slip up and say the wrong thing and get your ass in court and say something else, and you'll be looking dumb. So shout out to the Grand Dame for coming back and setting it straight. Karen looked good, too, with the little curls coming down the front. Got her out here looking young and whatnot. So what y'all think about that? That's going to be the upcoming reunion this weekend coming up. I'll be checking it out. I ain't really much watched the show this season because it was boring as hell. But y'all always know the reunion is going to always give you more than the actual season anyway, right? So I will be watching, but the girls were girling up here on stage. So let's continue. All right, let's get into this topic here. Shout out to No Chaser TV on this one. Y'all know this is a pop-in, so we're about done, okay? We're about done. I'm trying to keep up with these damn videos, child. So they're saying, do you think Kenya Moore should have been included in Ultimate Girls Trip despite the ongoing lawsuit with Bravo and Britt Eady? I mean, regardless to what anybody thinks, it will not happen. If you're in open litigation, especially by ignoring the code of conduct for Bravo and NBC Universal, which is who employs Kenya or who employed her because she's no longer, then you definitely going to be fired in any other show that Bravo bring up. You're not going to be able to be a part of because you violated their code. It's just like any regular job. If they fire you and a new position come open, like you're not going to be considered first or even probably at all, right? But anywho, let's get into what they had to say. So Heavenly Child calls Kenya Moore a legend and says that her absence on the girls' trip is their loss. That's that's her loss. Because nobody told her to put up nudie pictures of someone else in the cast to make them look bad. Okay, because that's all it was. She went too far, and she's being humbled now. Okay, I also told you guys this morning, if you guys watch Car Chronicles, that Kenya has just filed for bankruptcy for $2.7 million after calling fans stupid and idiotic and all these names on live because they were questioning her about her finances and about her hair care spa place. And then I also told you guys that her house in late 2025, where her house was getting ready to be auctioned. So I feel like, and this is just hypothetically, that she could have been withholding payments from her hair care spa to put towards her lien for her home so they would not go into a sale. They were going to do a quick sale on her home because of past taxes. But I feel like she may have withheld the $80,000 from her landlord in order to catch that up. That's just my interpretation. I don't know. That's my opinion. But she was able to save her home. But then in doing that, she also found herself in a very sticky situation with her landlord who sued her for $80,000. And now Kenya is on the hook for payment plans to her landlord of 3 payments to pay off the $80K, right? So she did it to herself. Like, Kenya, you were on the show getting a check, but you know, you had to go too far. Let's get into this.
Kenya Moore, a woman who has carried seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta on her back, says she wasn't invited to the 20th anniversary special because her legal issues with Britt Eady. What responsibility do the public and networks have to show, grace to reality stars? What do you think? Should she been a part of it?
I think that Kenya Moore is a legend on reality TV. I believe, and I love her. I know her personally. Like, I can call Kenya right now and we can kiki. Does she even want to be though? I mean, does she want to be a part of the 20 year?
She would have been so fun on a girl show. I've been on Real Girl Shows. So she's a fun time. Too. She a fun time. She a fun time though. But
she is. She's a beautiful lady. She's a beautiful lady. But the 20 year, I think it's they lost. I think that she's great. So if she's not there, I would look for her. I would want to see her. And I know a lot of people would love to see her. She's a legend on TV. She just is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think there's a disconnect, is particularly, I mean, for the fans, I'll say, because especially because it was so unceremonious, like how she exited. So I feel like a lot of fans are feeling like we were left with this cliffhanger that hasn't really been satisfied in a way. So at the 20th anniversary, it does feel like she's such a part of, the fabric of the Housewives franchise that we would have liked, a lot of us would have liked to see her.
I would keep hope alive because I've seen people be off the show for 4 or 5 years and then come back. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, they
you know,
do. Yes, they
and
do.
so I think that anything's possible at any time.
They're talking about Nene.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's not to say that Kenya's going to be off the show forever.
Kenya Moore, a woman who's carrying.
She is just going through a suspension right now. From what Bravo put out there, Kenya is right now on a suspension. So at the end of the day, once that's over, I'm pretty sure she'll be able to come back because Kenya, she is good TV, even though she's annoying as fuck. She is a mean girl. Thank y'all for putting it in there and realizing that. Okay, her antics backfired on her, and now she has been suspended from the show. So bad for her, because like I said, I don't really know what else she has going on. She's going through it right now. She's definitely going through it with now having to file for that bankruptcy, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, most people file for bankruptcy to get their finances back in order. She's kind of going through a tumultuous time financially, so shit, you gotta do what you gotta do. I ain't mad at it. Do what you gotta do, child. All right, moving right along. Just don't be out here calling people stupid when they know the truth about shit, and because you feel bad that they know about it. Because you are a public figure, they can pull your shit up because it is public information, right? I've covered a few things with her. You can't be calling people stupid out here. All right, let's get into the Shanquilla news, and I'm gonna let you guys go. There is an update for Shanquilla Robinson. All right, so Shanquilla Robinson's wrongful death lawsuit is headed back to court, honey, in Mecklenburg County. Now, federal judge has returned Shanquilla Robinson's civil lawsuit to state court. They're not letting this go. I'm happy for her family. This just dropped as of yesterday, well, a couple days ago. So let's get into it. This is current news. All right, Charlotte, North Carolina says a federal judge has spent part of a civil lawsuit connected to the death of Charlotte woman Shanquilla Robinson back to Mecklenburg County Superior Court, ruling that federal court no longer has jurisdiction over the case. It says that the judge ordered that the case remanded after determining that only state law claims remain against the individual's defendant who traveled with Robinson to Mexico, where she died in 2022. I didn't realize it's been that long. My God. So the Tuesday ruling follows the court's earlier dismissal of all federal claims against the FBI and the U.S. State Department. Now, the lawsuit was originally filed in Mecklenburg County in November of 2024 by Robinson's mother, Salamandra Robinson. Now, it was later moved to federal court after the FBI and State Department removed the case, citing federal jurisdiction based on claims brought under the Federal Tort Claims Act and the Freedom of Information Act, or FOIA. Now, it says that the judge ruled that once those federal claims were dismissed, the court no longer had subject matter jurisdiction to continue hearing the remaining causes of action, which include wrongful death, negligence, battery, conspiracy, and emotional distress under North Carolina law. Now, the decision means that the civil lawsuit against the 6 people Robinson traveled with to Cabo San Lucas, often referred to as the Cabo Six, will proceed back in state court. The defendants have denied wrongdoing, and several have sought dismissal, arguing the case belongs in Mexico rather than North Carolina. I'm be honest with you, if y'all are seen in Mexican prison, I don't think y'all want to be over there. Your best bet is to be on American soil to have this case sought out, because at the end of the day, which they're not, of course they're going to have to get the people who are the Cabo Six and extradite them back to Mexico. That was the original plan anyway, but they're trying to get this case dropped out. All of them should be tried at some point in time. You guys lied and gave false statements to the police, so you should definitely be held accountable for that. So for you say, oh yeah, we should be tried in Mexico, okay, go ahead on over to Mexico, because they're going to actually sock it to your ass. You're over there with no one who don't know you. The Mexican justice system is not like the American justice system, right? So let's continue. Robinson, who was 25, died while vacationing in Mexico on October 29th, 2022. Mexican authorities later classified her death as a femicide and issued an arrest warrant, although no one has been extradited or criminally charged in the United States. A viral video has surfaced weeks after her death, appeared to show Robinson being beaten in a villa where the group was staying. You guys saw that many, many times. In the federal lawsuit, Robinson's family accused the State Department of failing to forward an extradition request and alleged the FBI conducted an inadequate investigation and improperly withheld public records. The judge dismissed those claims in June of 2025, finding them barred by sovereign immunity and jurisdictional limits, leaving only state claims against the individual defendants. Okay, almost done. So attorneys for Robinson's family had argued against keeping the case in federal court, while several defendants urged the judge to retain jurisdiction. The court ultimately rejected both positions, ruling a lack of the legal authority to proceed. No trial date has been set. No new filings have been made in Mecklenburg County Court since Tuesday's order. Okay, so that is the end of that. Again, it feels like they're dragging. Ben Crump, where the fuck are you? Oh, I'm sorry. You're doing other cases. Because you can get everybody else an update on their case or get their case resolved, especially when it comes to, he's representing the young man who was where they punched, the police officers punched through the glass and punched the young man in the face. Ben Crump has now taken on that case. So I feel like you're taking on too many cases to get the clout and attention from it. But Shanquilla's been gone since 2022, and we need to hear some answers, sir. People need to be extradited. You need to get on that. If this case is too much for you, back the fuck out and let someone else step up so that this young woman and her family can have justice. This is insane. We're in 2026 and we're still talking about Shanquilla getting justice. We're still talking about Shanquilla Robinson, who was unlawfully taken out by people she thought were friends, where she paid for a trip to Cabo, Mexico for her friends to go, and they sat in a room and plotted and talked about this girl and jumped her on Mexican soil and got on a plane, took her belongings, used her credit card for personal items, hopped a plane and took their asses back to U.S. soil like nothing ever happened, dropped her luggage off with her mother and lied to her mother about what happened to her. And here we are today, 2026 of what is this? January 30th of 2026, and Shanquilla Robinson still does not have justice. Her parents have done several press conferences begging and pleading with the justice system for someone to step in. Now, really, there is nothing that the U.S. can do right now, being that this crime was committed on Mexican soil. What's going to have to happen is they're going to have to get an attorney who knows and that's very well versed in extradition, so that these people, the Cabo Six, can be extradited back to the same place where this crime happened. They need to sit in jail until there is a trial date. That's how that shit need to happen, because they've been sitting out running around like acting like nothing ever happened. Now, a few times, a couple people from the Cabo Six, they did get some street justice when they were out at a Mexican restaurant in a parking lot. I covered that here as well, where they got stomped out, baby. Some people recognized them and beat the hell out of them in a parking lot. Now, I'm not saying that I promote violence all the time, but I understand. But in this situation right here with Shanquilla, she definitely needs justice. She did not deserve what happened to her. For those of you that saw the video, it was very, very bad. This young woman, she did not fight back. She didn't want to fight, but this young woman kept swinging on her. And the injuries that she sustained from said beating was a lot. So prayers up for this woman's family, prayers up for Shanquilla's family, her father, everyone that's dealing with her loss. And I really hope Ben Crump just go ahead and pass the torch to someone else, because you're not doing a great job in this case. You're not. He likes to jump on these cases that are viral cases in order to get that clout, and he's not working hard enough. This woman's family deserves some justice, all right? And if the court system here in the U.S. don't want to touch it, you guys need to push for extradition and go ahead and get this case rolling. Shanquilla is a Black woman, so she is really not important. Okay, her case is not that important in Mexico. They care about their people over there. So we need somebody who's going to stay in their face in the Mexican justice system to make sure that this case is heard, to make sure that people are brought to justice, and to make sure that Shanquilla's family can finally rest, right? So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. This is sad, but that is the update for Shanquilla, all right? And that is it for this video. Thank y'all so much for coming over. Yeah, this is very sad. It kind of makes me upset a little bit. Because it doesn't have to be like this. If you can solve all these other cases being Crump and you can get people all of these checks and stuff from being violated, why not Shanquilla? It's a whole video of this girl getting beat down. Like, what other evidence do you need that this happened to this girl? Like, y'all cannot keep saying that this girl was drunk and she fell and hit her head and pat. They're just giving all kind of crazy, egregious reasons as to why this girl was unalive. Like, no, we saw the fucking video. Y'all dragging her across the floor and beating this girl like a damn dog. Like, she definitely needs some justice. Ben Crump, sit your ass down somewhere. Your crispy ass. I'm sick of him. But thank you so much to my top flight mods, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to all the content creators that joined this live as well. You guys definitely come back. I'm gonna try to come back one more time. All right. But thank y'all. Please like the video, hype up this video, sign up on all the topics that we discussed as well. Okay. And let me know how you guys feel, especially about the Shanquilla thing. I know y'all gonna sound off on that. But okay, thank y'all so much. Also go over and check out our Rails World channel as well. Mods, can y'all please drop that in the chat so that they can see that as well. That's it for you guys. Let's get out of here. Bye.